This is a doctor smoking a cigarette, and this was a real ad that used to run on TV and newspapers. Another real ad is this pregnant woman smoking a cigarette. This also was a legitimate ad. Now, back in 1960s and 70s, cigarette ads were completely legal. Have a look at this ad.
Doctors in all branches of medicine, doctors in all parts of the country were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" Once again, the brand named most was Camel. Yes, according to this repeated nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Now, cigarette ads are banned today, and they should be. But there are some genius marketing strategies that these evil marketing companies used and made billions of dollars. And in this video, I'm going to show you those 4 marketing strategies that you can learn from these cigarette campaigns and apply it directly to your business. So if you're a founder who's looking to grow your business, a marketing person, or a product person, this video is going to be full of value and full of strategies. Let's get started. Now, the first strategy is kill the doubt in your customer's mind. When a customer comes to you, they already have doubts. Price, quality, credibility, all these are doubts in their head, whether they should buy from you or not. Let's look at how the cigarette companies tackled this. This ad says more doctors smoke Camel cigarettes. More doctors smoke Camel cigarettes. So they got the endorsement from the doctors and they killed the doubt in the customer's mind. The doubt that the cigarette was unhealthy or the doubt that it's too harsh for their throat. An endorsed person killed the doubt. Now let's look at some companies which are killing the doubt in their customer's mind. Now I take this plant protein every day by the company called Whole Truth because I'm lactose intolerant. I cannot digest milk. I love this company called the Whole Truth and they're paying me 0 rupees to make this video. But to check if this is actual plant protein and this is not going to hurt my stomach, I check the label. It says real cocoa and dates. If I flip it, it gives me an ingredient list. This list is hardly given by protein companies. So it says golden pea protein, brown rice protein, cocoa powder, and more. Now that gives me a lot of trust. A trust that this is actual plant protein. This does not have lactose or any metals in it. And that's not all. When they sent me this package, they attached a QR code with it. And when I scanned it, it gave me this lab test result, which had the actual scientific lab tested values of what is actually there in this product. So what did they do? They killed the doubt in my mind. The doubt that this can contain something unhealthy. And now I'm a customer for life. So what is the real learning here? It's that customers always have doubts. Price, quality, sales support, credibility, ingredients, all of that. And if you lose to the doubts, you lose the sale. So what should you do? Write down a list of 5 to 10 doubts that your customers will have about your product. Prepare answers to them. Be legitimate, be authentic, but have the answers ready. Because when you kill the doubts is when you get the sale. The next strategy is sell differently to different people. Have a look at this cigarette ad which is selling to women.
This is the Slim cigarette made just for women. New Virginia Slims, tailored for the feminine hand. Slimmer than the fat cigarettes men smoke.
Now this ad says slimmer than the fat cigarettes men smoke. So somehow they have related body shaming to it. And you will also see that they say, "You've come a long way, baby." They've also manipulated the idea of women identity and liberation to the idea of a cigarette. While that might not be morally correct, but there's still something genius about it. They sold differently to different genders. A cigarette meant something else to a man versus something else to a woman. For a man, it might be about power, strength, and for a woman, it might be about self-identity, liberation, having a good body, all of those manipulated things. But they touched a nerve. Let's look at a modern brand and an ad from Dove which targets men and women separately. So I'm going to show you this ad from Dove which targets women. You will see that it will talk about inner beauty, acceptance, being comfortable in your own skin, and confidence. Look at this ad which is targeting women. Now the second ad that I'm going to show you is a Dove ad but for men. Have a look at it and tell me what is the interesting point that you see inside it.
My legs for kickstarting.
Why is it still not done? I'll see you in the morning, okay?
Dove believes a man's real strength shows in his care. All men who are man enough to care.
So as you might have seen, the ad reads, the real strength of a man lies in his care. They're making a relatable point for men where they talk about your responsibility and owning up to your responsibility in the form of care. So as you can see, same product, which is Dove, but two very different approaches for men and women. Something that they can actually relate to. So let's summarize what we learned from this chapter. Marketing is not just about segmenting into men and women. It's really about psychographics. It's about understanding that emotional journey that your customer has gone through in their life. So that journey might be different for a male and a female. It might be different for somebody in their 20s versus somebody in their 30s. It might be different for somebody in the United States versus somebody in India. You really have to figure out that emotional nerve that you can touch when selling the product and then make your pitch. And that is when you will have genius marketing campaigns. I hope you've been enjoying the video till now. I just want to take 30 seconds and give you even more value. You see, I write a weekly growth newsletter, which is read by more than 5,000 marketers, founders, and product people. It's based on my decades worth of experience of working with clients across 5 continents. I give you free growth marketing strategies, AI tools, frameworks, growth case studies that you can learn from. If you're interested in hustling and becoming the top 1% marketers or founders, go to shivankitaroda.com, find the newsletter, and I'll see you on the inside. The newsletter can also be found in the comments below. Now back to your video. The next strategy is sell a lifestyle, not just a feature. You know the company Marlboro cigarettes? It's more than a $60 billion company. But there was a time they were struggling. Sales were stuck and they needed a killer campaign, a viral campaign. So they came up with something. They launched the idea of a cowboy, a masculine cowboy riding a horse with his friends, open skies, freedom, whatnot. Just have a look at this ad.
You don't see many wild stallions anymore.
Now, if you watch closely, you'll see that they never mention the taste of the cigarette, the tobacco quality, or any feature that any other ad uses for a cigarette. But they sold masculinity. They sold a lifestyle of feeling masculine, strong, powerful, and free. That nobody could really control you, that you are a man of your own choice. That's what Marlboro sold. And the result? It became the #1 selling cigarette in the entire world. So sell a lifestyle, not just a feature. Let's look at some brands today which are selling you a lifestyle, but not really a feature. So as you all know, sugared water, also called Coca-Cola. They never sell the can, they never sell the bottle. They sell happiness, they sell the feeling of togetherness. Another one is Red Bull. They never sell the features. They really sell you the extreme adventure that comes with it, the peak performance that comes with it, that rush that Red Bull gives you. So it's really about selling a lifestyle, the feeling it gives you, not really any feature inside the bottle. So how can you use the lifestyle marketing strategy for your brand? What you need to do is write down a list of every single feature that your product has. And then ask yourself, what does it do? Why should a customer buy it? And you won't get the answer the first time. You will have to answer again and again. You need to ask, so what if it does this? So what if it does that? So what if it does this? Let's take an example. I was doing an app marketing project for a laundry app. So what if it did laundry? So what if it had great offers? But when I kept asking that question to myself, I came to the answer. Laundry saves time for a busy person, and that time gets invested into family time. So the marketing line becomes, let us do your laundry, enjoy your family time, or make more time for your family while we do your laundry. That's the nerve that it hits. So keep asking these questions. So what does the product do? So how can it change the life of a customer? So how can it make the customer feel better? And you will definitely come to something which hits the lifestyle nerve. The next strategy is borrow trust from people that your customers already follow, also called influencer marketing. Now, back in the day, do you know who was advertising cigarettes? Celebrities, boxers, Even Santa Claus was advertising cigarettes. Why does this marketing work? It works because people like to follow the people who they look up to. If I have a role model and if he's doing something, I am much more likely to follow him rather than just look at an ad and follow it. So influencer marketing always works. It's like a parasocial relationship that you have with the influencer and you have a halo effect on you by them. Let's look at some examples of influencer marketing. You know Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber? He sold his chocolate called Feastables for $250 million. Just look at the ads.
You've heard me say that Feastables is the best tasting chocolate in the world. And in this video, we're gonna pull back the curtain, hide no secrets, and show you exactly how we make this and why it's the best. So the next time you're walking through a store and you're in a chocolate aisle like this, you have a decision to make. Support the status quo, or buy a chocolate bar that tastes better, is better for the farmers, and better for you. The brand new caramel bar is available at Walmart, Target, and Albertsons.
Another one, Cristiano Ronaldo, the great footballer, when he put the Coca-Cola bottle away in a press conference. Just take a look at this video. When he put this bottle away, the next day, Coca-Cola's stock went down, and it went down by $4 billion in valuation. And the last example is our very own homegrown brand called Super You by the Bollywood superstar Ranveer Singh, already becoming a 100 crore company in less than a year. That's the power of an influencer. That's what it makes people do. Hundreds and millions of dollars. I know that most of you watching this video do not have the budget to hire Ranveer Singh or Cristiano Ronaldo as your influencer, but you can still do it. Let's look at it how. So if you take a list of influencers in your niche with 1,000 to 100,000 in following and you just send them your product for free. In return, you ask for a review for a video which they can share with their followers. It's free content for you, free marketing for you, free content for them as well, and you just pay the cost of the product. If 100 people are talking about you on the internet, it creates momentum. People follow other people. So if 100 people with 10,000 following each are talking about you, it's a big deal. It's going to create impact in your sales. Now let us summarize the points you've learned in this video. Number 1, kill the doubt in your customer's mind. Number 2, sell differently to different people. Number 3, sell a lifestyle, not just a feature. And number 4, invest in influencer marketing. Now, if you've watched this video till this point, I know you're interested in growth marketing and I know you're hustling to grow your business or your career. 5,000 marketers, founders, and product managers read my weekly growth marketing newsletter. It's based on my decades experience of working with clients across 5 continents. I share growth marketing strategies, AI tools, and real growth case studies which you can learn from. All you have to do is go to shivankitaroda.com, find the newsletter, and sign up for it. The newsletter can also be found in the description of this video. I'll see you on the inside.